So let's send it out to Joe Bean Stadium where Judah Nubia is standing by. Judah.
Thanks very much, Trev. Right now we'll go down to the field for National Anthem.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, National Anthem and starting lineups are in the books, and moments removed from the end of the Wheaton Thunder football game, we're getting set for Wheaton women's soccer here on WETN as our coverage of the NCAA Division III soccer National Soccer Tournament continues here on WETN. We're streaming live on WETN.org, also on WETN Comcast TV, that's Channel 4 on campus. And if you're anywhere in the vicinity and you want to come down for the men's game later tonight, remember you can come in for the women's game and the men's game for a discount price provided by the NCAA and get a kind of a 2-for-1 type of deal.
We thank you for your cooperation. The concession stand and restrooms are located under the football grandstands, and official NCAA championship merchandise is for sale at the main entrance to Joe Bean Stadium.
All right, Public Address has done his deal, and now we're just moments away from getting first kick going between University of Wisconsin Whitewater and the Wheaton College women's soccer team. Two teams that have coming off 4-0 victories last night. Wisconsin Whitewater did it over Wittenberg in the first round yesterday afternoon, and yesterday morning the Wheaton women's soccer team took care of Webster University. The team out of St. Louis defeated them 4-0 as well, and are able to get to where they are right now. Second round bid women's soccer teams with a chance to go to the Sweet 16 on the line. And for the Thunder, not only will they get to the Sweet 16 with a victory, but they've got themselves in position to perhaps host again next round if it does get that far. Referees got themselves set for action. Wisconsin Whitewater will take the first kick. They'll move left to right in their road black uniforms with white trim on the shoulders, black shorts and white trim as well. Thunder in their home whites with blue shorts and white trim, blue numbering, and an orange tint as well. For the Thunder in the back, and now possessing now is Megan Campbell. It's Alexa Sharkey who returns to action after being injured for the second half in yesterday's matchup with Webster. We didn't see her. We saw a lot of Jen Lee at the end of the first half and into the second half. Alexa Sharkey in the left back, Amanda Brait center back, and Megan Campbell here on the left side. Sarah Gadara is at the top of the formation with Anna Seabolt and Leah DeMoss. Annie Hamilton in the middle with Laura Karsten and Carrie Shannon. And in goal is Hillary Barreto. Here's Megan Campbell bringing it up in the left channel. She'll slide a pass over to Leah DeMoss. Leah DeMoss will be the X factor today yet once again, as she normally is. This ball's cleared high and away over the midfield stripe. Campbell comes over to get it. Helps it back in the defensive half. Trying to chase it down is Chrissy Turin, the senior freshman out of Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Ball played in the Whitewater offensive half. Turned around and sent to the left side, I should say, for Jessica Alamang. Intercepted by Karsten, wanting to turn around to Hamilton here. She pauses, turns in the circle, and plays back to Amanda Brait. The Thunder led 2-0 at halftime last night, or yesterday morning, I should say, with the odd 11 o'clock start time. There's a through ball in the direction of Gadara from Campbell, but it'll sail all the way through and over the end line for our first goal kick of the match. We'll continue to keep our eyes on other Division III soccer scores around the country, both from the men's and women's side. We exhausted the possibilities of the Thunder men's soccer team trying to make the postseason as well today. Hope you listen to that broadcast. A 55-7 victory for the Thunder And they'll wait till tomorrow to see where their fate is, if it's in the postseason or if their season will end on a 4-game win streak, including the 55-7 victory here. And they already have a share of the CCIW conference title with that 3-way tie with Elmhurst and North Central, who look to be locks for the postseason themselves. Ball sent to the near side. DeMoss tried to keep it in play. She cannot. It's out of bounds. This one fired back in to the middle. Nice dribble here from Turin toward the top of the box. Can't do it. And now the Thunder trying to go on a little bit of a counter with Anna Siebold on that far side. Played around, touched over and out of bounds. Thunder will maintain possession here. Alexa Sharkey will have a throw-in on the far sideline. He approaches and sends it down the stripe. Siebold directs a header back in toward the channel. Touched away here by Alamang. Played now to the Thunder defensive half. And Braid's got room to work with. So Whitewater looks content to let the Thunder change field in their defensive half and not apply too much pressure. But once they start trying to get their attack going, that defense will really start to tighten up. Here's Annie Wooldridge now on the far side. She'll cross it all the way in on our right foot. Pretty good ball. Headed away, though, by Allison Taylor. And it'll fall its way back to the Whitewater defensive. Sent forward toward the midfield stripe. Stepping over and trying to get a fit to it is Chrissy Turin, a senior forward. Taken away, though, by Annie Hamilton. Hamilton slides a pass over to Gadara. Calms and possesses. Now goes to the right side for Wooldridge. Wooldridge again will cross it in. It gets its way all the way through. DeMoss has it. Will shoot for the near side post, and a save is made to protect the area, and will just sail wide. It was close, maybe sneaking its way in. The keeper did get a hand on it. A couple of sophomore goalkeepers on this team for University of Wisconsin Whitewater. So the corner kick's played short. Hamilton to DeMoss. Now back to Hamilton. She might cross it in again from here. She does, but it's right at the Whitewater defense of Lauren Lashlinas. Number 5 in the back for Whitewater. Be a throw-in, and it'll be taken by Kelsey Finn. Finn throws it in. Brought down. DeMoss is in the area. DeMoss had a goal yesterday. Allie Witt had a couple for the Thunder. These two teams met right here on the same pitch in the Sweet 16 round last year. And Thunder won that one 4-0 on their way not only to the Final Four but to the championship game. This one deflected away off of Lashlinas and will be another throw-in for Wheaton. Fired in. DeMoss brings it down. Kind of a lot of top spin as it curves its way in toward the box, and the keeper coming way out and collides with her own player was Hager on that occasion. Was able to come up with it, that's Jordan Myers, the sophomore from Aurora, Illinois. Goal kick is won by the Thunder, and Siebold plays a nice ball into DeMoss. DeMoss making a run, brings it in toward the 18, crosses it on the ground. Siebold trying to make a stab for it, deflected away. Shannon settles and shoots, and couldn't able to square it up, send it high and over everything and over into the football stadium. We're 6 minutes in. No score between Whitewater and Wheaton. Took Wheaton a little bit of time to get going. They did get a 9th-minute goal by Sarah Gadara yesterday in order to take control of that. We already had one upset earlier today. Amherst on the women's side, who was ranked 10th in the nation, lost 3-1 to LaSalle. So Amherst already upset in the first round. Messiah, ranked number 1, needed a late goal to get past Roger Williams in their first round game. Messiah wins 2-1. Hardin Simmons, ranked 2nd in the country, only got by Chapman 1-0. So a lot of close games across the board. Here's Brait helping this one out of the defensive half. DeMoss directs a header back to Hamilton. Didn't see the man on pressure coming by Turin. She gets to it, trying to slide a through ball into the box, but it's going to be too far, and Sharkey will cut it off and turn around, send it toward out of bounds, and it will be out of bounds. Wooldridge trying to come back and get it, couldn't do it. Trinity from Texas, 1-0 winners over Puget Sound. WashU defeated Transylvania 3-0 earlier today. That's all scores in the top 25. We'll get you bracket action as well. The broadcast continues. Campbell streaking in with a header to put that one up in the air. Hamilton and Campbell nearly colliding to get that ball out. Here's a nice through that's going to slide its way all the way into Barreto. Barreto knocks it down and collects it. She'll roll it to the right side for Wooldridge. Wooldridge experiencing some high pressure now from Alamang, but she works around it and gets a nice through ball for Seabolt streaking up the right side. Anna collects toward the end line, crosses a bullet in, and it's going to sail past the goal post for another goal kick. 7.5 minutes in, no score between Wheaton and Whitewater. Of course, the Thunder men will be in action as well a little bit later on this evening. 7:30 start time for their second round matchup with Center College. Center upset the defending national champion, Ohio Wesleyan battling Bishops. Here's a nice ball in for Seabolt. She shoots, she scores, Thunder up 1-0. A miscue by Whitewater opens the door for Wheaton. The goal kick from Myers was right at Sarah Gadara, and she had a perfect head ball that Seabolt was able to come out and get.
The Thunder goal for number 4, Anna Seabolt. For number 2, Sarah Gadara. Seabolt from Gadara.
Thunder lead it by a goal here. 37 minutes remaining in the first half, so early statement made by Wheaton. Here's a quick shot the other way, and it skips its way right at Hillary Barreto for the save. So the Thunder go back on top at home again, and that's a big score for Anna Seabolt. It's got to feel good for her to get another goal in the back of the net. Haven't had as many of those as she was accustomed to as her freshman year, but her efforts are always felt. Here's a foul against Whitewater. Ball was kicked around a little bit, and they'll recover and have a free kick in their defensive half. And Brait will take it. Seabolt, the scorer, her 4th of the year. Assisted by Gadara, her 5th assist of the year. Seabolt 4 goals to go along with 5 assists now. DeMoss trying to come back and win this ball. Poked away, out of bounds. It will be another throw. And if you're Wisconsin Whitewater, you know after the result that you had against the Thunder last year, you don't want to make sure that happens again. Right now, 1-0 Thunder. A lot of soccer to be played, and Whitewater's had some good looks offensively already in this one. Shannon trying to hit Hamilton, coming through, and shoots it a little too far out. Back and forth this goes in the middle circle. Seabolt working hard, and she's called for the foul. She's trying to get that ball away from Kelsey Bell, sophomore out of Madison, Wisconsin. 35 minutes to go in the first half. Wheaton already up by a goal, 1-0. There's a nice ball in toward the top of the 18. Turn around by Shannon, and she does clear it out. Wooldridge trying to keep it in play along that far sideline. Reaches and can't do it. Flag is up for being out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Whitewater, edge of the attacking third. They fire it in. Sharkey's in the vicinity. She heads it away. Wooldridge settles, and Wooldridge clears. Gadara touches and gets it back to Wooldridge, who sends it upfield in the direction of Seabolt. Possessed again by Whitewater in the middle third. Coming around is Chamberlain, plays it in the back for Nashlinas. Her pass is taken by Karsten, who wanted to direct through, but taken away by the defense. With a header, Wooldridge settles. Wooldridge dances back into the middle of the field. Tripped up. There's a whistle. And be another foul. Against Whitewater, set piece coming up for the Thunder. 10-yard, about 5 yards into their attacking half. Karsten to approach. Karsten to send it forward. It's a low line drive. It's sneaking its way toward the top of the 18. Taken away by the defense. Thought about letting it run on was Jesna Woodson, number 26. Karsten was there instead. Karsten and Shannon communicating who to take this one. They played it in the back to Brait. Brait steps forward, is able to win it here. The near side to Campbell. Campbell helps it to DeMoss. DeMoss right back to Megan. Nicely done, and she'll play it to the near side. Good job by Campbell, although she's tripped up. DeMoss can't get there, and it's taken away by Nashalinas. Lauren the other way. This little through in the direction of Turin was taken away by Brait. Thunder by a goal, 1-0, 33 minutes for the first half. Wheaton trying to advance to the Sweet 16 for the second consecutive year after finishing as national runners-up against Messiah. Turin directs a header near side for Natalie Lechner. Lechner working really hard against Megan Campbell. Played near side, out of bounds. Whistle blows. Will be a foul against Wheaton. Set piece going to be coming up for Wisconsin Whitewater as Kelsey Finn and Alyssa Chamberlain are there set to address. Chamberlain steps over. Finn will send it in. The right foot curving away from the goal. There's a nice header, though, that has some height to it and sails over. Goal kick coming up. Brait will take it. She'll just change field near side for Megan Campbell. Campbell brings it forward, plays to DeMoss. DeMoss brings it over the midfield stripe, plays it on up for Gadara. Gadara tries to play back and get position. Finn was in her way, but Gadara recovers. Nice job to touch the Seabolt. Wanted to redirect to DeMoss, and it's swung out and cleared by the defense out of bounds. Throw-in coming for the Thunder. DeMoss now on the near side corner. Had it touched away, gets it back though. Retreats to the near side for Campbell. Campbell sends it into the box. Works its way somehow to Gadara. Gadara gets a foot to it with a charging keeper coming up and sends it a little high. She had one opportunity prior to slice it by Jordan Myers. Campbell did a nice job to get that ball in, and Gadara somehow found the ball at her feet with an opportunity to shoot. And touched it a little high. Sent forward, Gadara, another directed header in the direction of Seabolt. Can she get there? Seabolt does. She plays it back to DeMoss. She shoots, scores! What a shot by DeMoss! Upper 90 on the right side. Thunder 2-0 advantage. And it came the exact way they got their first one. A goal kick that Gadara heads in the direction of Seabolt.
For number 22, Leah DeMoss. For number 4, Anna Seabolt.
And Seabolt was able to connect with DeMoss on a drop pass 5 yards back. A huge goal by Leah DeMoss. What a strike. That was incredible. Thunder lead now 2-0. And we're not even 15 minutes in. Karsten plays all the way back to Brait. That was an outstanding shot by DeMoss. Played in. Coming out hard is Sharkey to win it, and Shannon's chance to clear was intercepted now. Near side by Lechner. Now played far side. Sharkey touches back now to Karsten. Back and forth now, that's Wooldridge who sends it forward. Gadara reaches out to try to possess toward Hamilton's direction. A header coming back by Chamberlain, the near side. A bit of a shock for Whitewater now after such a big victory yesterday. 4-0 over Wittenberg. To be down 2-0 this early has got to be tough to come back from, but they'll keep playing, especially the way that the scores have happened. This ball thrown in. DeMoss trying to stretch and get it there. She cannot. Cleared by the defense. Both of them have come off Whitewater goal kicks that were headed by Gadara. There's offside called along the far sideline. So Gadara met a couple goal kicks with a header back to keep it in the attacking third. The first time it was right at Siebold, who snuck her way in and shot and scored. The second time it was right at Siebold again, who turned it around and delivered a pass about 5 yards back to DeMoss, who's shot an outstanding strike from outside the box and curled it into the upper 90 on the right side. And Wheaton is now leading 2-0 and plenty of control of this one. DeMoss chips in the direction of Gadara. Gadara turns around and possesses. Thought about going outside, brings back inside instead. Rolls across the field and it finds its way to Wooldridge. Wooldridge directs a pass into Siebold. Siebold redirects to Gadara. Gadara sends for Hamilton, who shoots on the ground. It's blocked. Still loose at the top of the sixth. Siebold coming in hard to win it. She cannot. She takes a tumble at the point of attack. Thunder doing a good job just to create the opportunities right now. Now Wooldridge on the right side steps over. On her right foot, tried to beat her man to the outside, and it was taken away. Now Brate coming on hard, looking to win it away from Turin. Turin wins it back. Gadara step. And Wooldridge, now Shannon gets sent tumbling by Chrissy Turin, and that's a foul. Here's Megan Campbell bringing it over the midfield stripe. Plays near side for DeMoss. Leah gets to it. Goes inside. Now here's a couple of defenders to worry about. She sets another shot up on the right foot and gets it all the way back to the keeper, who spins through the fingers of Myers before she recollects. She just scored from that direction, though, just a little bit ago. Now Wheaton controls in the defensive half, trying to play it forward, taken away by Alamang. Now Beld with it in the midfield. Beld dancing around in the back, sends it forward. Campbell looking to cut it off. She does redirect to Brate. Brate sends it near side to work around Lechner. DeMoss controls on this near sideline. Leah sends it forward to Hamilton. Hamilton thought about going in the middle and comes back near side for Leah DeMoss. Helps it with a little chip on to Shannon. Shannon cuts it off on the near side, now brings it in toward the box. Shannon delivers a pass backwards to Karsten, felt some pressure, touched it back to Carey, changes field to Sharkey on the right side. Sharkey touched a little too far away, now fighting for it, wins it back. Near side, Campbell. Campbell gets a right foot to it, looking in Siebold's direction, headed away by the defense. Hamilton was coming in to try to keep it in play, just couldn't get it. Now ball sent in toward the midfield stripe. Sharkey cuts it off, turns it over her right shoulder and brings it in. Line drives it toward the post. Takes one skip and Myers comes up with the save. Thunder with the 2-0 advantage here early on. Turin brings this one down, trying to keep it in play. Somehow was able to do so. Crosses it in on the ground. A good pass. Wanted to turn around and get a shot off. Was Whitewater's Sarah Sedler, the sophomore from Racine, Wisconsin. Just had too far of a touch. Sails over the end line, but once again, we saw an opportunity for Whitewater being made by Chrissy Turin there. Had Wheaton football this afternoon, delayed due to weather and lightning, but we were able to play the game once it got started, just shy of 2 o'clock. It was originally scheduled for 1 o'clock. This one was able to maintain its regular scheduled time of 5 p.m. This ball's headed back. Shannon trying to keep it in front. Maintain position and scoots right on over her head. Whitewater escapes here. Now trying to piece together something offensively. Stopped by Karsten in the defensive half and rolled on back to Brate. Saw Hillary Barreto in goal for the clinching CCIW Tournament Championship Final. This ball slides on through, and then it was Kelsey Graham yesterday during Thunder's 4-0 shutout against Webster. And now it's Barreto's turn once again as the back and forth continues between those two and in goal, and they're both outstanding keepers. Barreto the senior and Graham the sophomore. Here's DeMoss signing it forward, looking for Siebold to play back to Leah, and touched away by the Whitewater defense. Now Lechner advancing it forward, looking for Turin, but Karsten's right there, and she plays it in the back for Brate. 7 different Wheaton athletic events covered by WETN, and then the last 48 hours, and the weekend's action will round out later tonight with a 7:30 kickoff between Wheaton College and Center College, with a berth to the Sweet 16 on the line for the Thunder men. Here's Kelsey Finn to throw it in. She does. A couple players fighting for it. Foul against Campbell as she was going back and forth with Alyssa Chamberlain. So a set piece for Whitewater, going to come on the right side from about 30 yards out. Go ahead and call it 35. Finn will take it. She approaches, sends it forward, curving it away, looking for another helping header, and a good one. They've got that working for them. But it skips right into Barreto there. So a couple of times we've seen set pieces from there, and there have been headers that have found their way to Barreto in the posts. Here's Hamilton tripped up here. Turin reaches out to possess here. Rolls in far sideline. Fritsch sends something through the box, and Barreto will come scampering on out to collect. Fans of the Wheaton Thunder a bit more numerous today than they were yesterday due to the start time scheduled during chapel. As an 11 o'clock start, but now the conventional 5 p.m. beginning. We'll have our first substitutions coming up next. This ball scoots its way into the stands out of bounds. Whitewater will maintain possession, edge of the attacking third with a throw-in.
And for Whitewater, number 13, Madeline Lardner, and number 23, Jessie Grumstrup.
This ball rifled in toward the top of the 18. Whistle blows. It goes against UW Whitewater. And Wheaton will escape this attack. Clearing out of their own box, and it looks like Barreto will leave it for Brait to take. Thunder have already scored twice. Got it off to a really nice start here in the first half. First, a goal by Anna Siebolt, her 4th of the year, and then the second, a goal by Leah DeMoss, assisted by Siebolt. As DeMoss eclipses 20 on the year. Here's Gadara, beautiful touch to herself. The keeper's going to have to come out. Gadara's got it, settles, leaves it for her teammate. A left-footed shot is wide from Siebolt. Wow. Gadara tried to get creative there. She had the keeper one-on-one and defense bearing down and decided to leave it for her teammate, and Siebolt had a good look. But had it sailed wide, it would have been her second goal of the day. And Gadara trying to rack up the assists. Here's DeMoss, a nice play into Sarah on this near sideline. Gadara denied entry over there by number 23, Jessica Grumstrup.
And for Wheaton, number 25, Allie Witt.
And here comes Allie Witt, who scored 2 times in yesterday's ball game, and Gadara will come off. So far for the Thunder, they've played this game exactly the way that they've wanted to. Here's Campbell, touches, and sends it back in toward the box, looking for a header. Seabolt's there, score! Rack it up again for Wheaton. Seabolt's got her second of the game, and that's how you draw it up. Thunder 3-0. Anna Siebolt, her 5th goal from Megan Campbell. And with 20 minutes remaining in the first half, Wheaton has already taken a 3-0 lead.
The Thunder goal for number 4, Anna Siebolt. For number 11, Megan Campbell. Siebolt from Campbell.
And you could see that play developing as once Campbell sent it in, Siebolt was unmarked and had a chance to put it in. She did so. Now Woldridge in the defensive half looking to fight for it. She does, sends it forward, and she gets tripped up pretty hard. Sharkey comes over to help her out, and Woldridge on the turf on that far side. May have been stepped on or not sure what, but she's commanding a little bit of attention now on that far sideline. Thunder now lead it by 3-0. Here, still halfway through, and the clock will have to stop here. for the injury timeout. And training staff will go out and take a look. See if they can't help her out a little bit. But the Thunder, really, this ball game couldn't have gone any better up to this point. Siebel has scored twice, and DeMoss, an amazing shot, has scored once as well. And after they defeated Wisconsin Whitewater 4-0 in the Sweet 16 round last year, they're on pace to do that again. Already 3-0 in the advantage for Wheaton. Here still early in the first half, or in the ball game, halfway through the first half, I should say. As they continue to look at Annie Wooldridge, we'll try to find you some scores from around the tournament. Messiah got by Roger Williams 2-1. Hardin Simmons passed Chapman 1-0. Washington University 3-0 leaders over Transylvania. Trinity of Texas defeats Puget Sound 1-0 in a close ball game over there. Ithaca 5-1 winners over Massachusetts of Boston. Number 7, Virginia Wesleyan takes on Rowan later today. Emory and DePauw as well. Center and Agnes Stott. We mentioned Amherst already falling, upset by LaSalle 3-1, and Amherst is hosting that regional. William Smith gets by Penn State Barron, a team the Thunder faced last year 3-0. Of course, Wheaton and Whitewater going on right now. College of New Jersey. College of New Jersey up on CC New York. 6-0 the final there. Montclair State and Averett coming on later today. Thomas More ends Augustana's season 1-0. So the Vikings, the runners-up in the CCIW tournament, but the regular season champions of the CCIW, fall in their first-round contest to Thomas More 1-0. Misericordia gets by Leslie 2-0. Wheaton, Massachusetts, 1-0 victors over Westfield State. Getting a late goal, double overtime really in that one for Wheaton to win. Middlebury 3-1 over Castleton State as well. Calvin and Loris later today. Williams gets by Farmingdale State 2-0. And Union drops their first round game to Brandeis 2-1. More scores coming in on this Saturday as we continue play. Or resume play, I should say, following the injury. Sydney Sharkey now into the ball game for the injured Annie Wooldridge. Now a couple more substitutions.
Entering for Whitewater, number 20, Rebecca Whitcamp. In for Wheaton, number 12, Jen Lee.
Jen Lee will enter. Alexis Sharkey will come off. Looking pretty good, though, after she suffered an injury in that first half yesterday. Under 20 minutes now, 18.5 to go in the first half. Thunder 3-0 advantage over Wisconsin Whitewater. Couldn't say you saw this coming after the way the Webster game was going yesterday with 2 goals in the first half, 2 in the second. Pretty balanced attack and solid defense, but the Thunder have just come out guns a-blazing here in the second round matchup with Whitewater and are got themselves a lead to protect now. Here's Whitcamp. Brings her way to the near sideline. Leaves it for Chamberlain. Chamberlain brings it over the midfield stripe. Her pass is read and intercepted by Jen Lee. Jen Lee, who just entered the ball game for Sharkey. Gives it near side for Shannon. Hamilton possesses. Brings past the defense for Campbell. Campbell looks with the right foot, chips it on to Hamilton. Hamilton touches and possesses and sends a high cross back into the middle of the field. Shannon's in that area, and the ball comes out to Karsten. Karsten serves right side for Jen Lee. Lee goes to the inside, now touches outside for Sydney Sharkey. On the right top of the formation. Plays it on back for Karsten. Karsten approaches, and a low left footer scoots itself over the end line for a goal. She put it on with the left foot, sending it on the ground, and Jordan Myers collapsed and fell on it, and then she got up and the ball was behind her and scooted over the end line for a score. Give it to Karsten, and now a 4-0 advantage for Wheaton with 17.5 minutes to go in the first half. Wow. Really everything that could be going wrong for Whitewater is in this first half between DeMoss, an amazing strike from 25 yards out, a couple goal kicks that
The Thunder goal for number
were
7,
headed by Sarah
Carson.
Gadara and then won by
Unassisted,
Seabolt for a
Laura
goal, and then left for DeMoss for the other. And another Seabolt goal on a set piece, or not really a set piece, but a good cross by Campbell and a header by Seabolt. And then this, a kind of a stinger by Karsten that somehow gets by the keeper when she was all over it, Jordan Myers, and now it's a 4-0 advantage for Wheaton. So Whitewater has to be a little stunned here as they try to recover. But the Thunder couldn't be in a better spot. Though with the loss of Annie Wooldridge for the time being, we'll see how that affects them, but very deep team. This ball played in. Hamilton tries to track it down. She cannot. The sails over the end line will be a goal kick. Myers sends it forward. Thunder possess offensive half, reached for and won by Witt, now taken away again by Chamberlain. Chamberlain falls to the turf. Nothing called by the referee. There'll be a throw-in going the other way for Whitewater. Wheaton leads 4-0 here on this Saturday evening. Busy Saturday it has been. It was a busy Friday yesterday as well. Whitewater going on the attack, turning around is Turin. Turin trying to play it through to the box, and Beretta will come out and scoop it up. Thunder 4-0 victors over Webster yesterday, and then Whitewater took care of Wittenberg 4-0 as well. First round action here in the W pod, that's what they're calling it, here in Wheaton, Illinois. This ball set forward. Karsten's going to come over to cut it off. She does. We'll play it back to our sweeper, Brait. Brait, a first team all conference recognition again. This one's sent all the way to the near side. DeMoss plays back to Campbell. Has some high pressure, and we'll retreat it on back to Brait. Brait turns it around. Back to Campbell it comes. Helps near side for Hamilton. Hamilton continues to possess nicely. Turns it around and fires a good ball into Campbell, making a run up the near side. Campbell helping it on to Allie Witt. Witt turns it around, has the corner. Witt sprints her way into the box. She leaves it in. DeMoss trying to tap it in with a shot. A second shot. It's good. Score for Wheaton. 5-0 on the scoreboard. DeMott from Allie Witt. Leah DeMoss puts in her second goal of the half and of the game, and Wheaton leads 5-0.
Number 13, Mary Pettit.
Wow, the
The Thunder
player.
goal for number 22, Leah DeMoss. For number 25, Allie Witt. DeMoss from Witt.
Thunder just firing on all cylinders. Incredible beginning to this game. Wheaton leading 5-0 here in the first half. Lee clears this one and sending it forward. Witt's in the vicinity trying to bring it down. She's being shielded off by Alamang. Alamang turns it around on the far sideline. Witt gets in front of her, chance to clear, and it goes out of bounds. So 5 goals already this first half for Wheaton, a couple for Seabolt, a couple for DeMoss, and 1 for Karsten. That last one from DeMoss was assisted by Allie Witt. That connection hits again. Ball played on that far sideline, out of bounds, out of the reach of Sydney Sharkey. Ball's played in the Thunder defensive half. Coming over is Karsten, goes middle circle for Pettit. Rifling around the middle third, controlled by Sydney Sharkey on the far sideline. Sharkey brings it forward. Sharkey on her right foot goes outside, trying to win possession on that far sideline. Touched away, out of bounds. Good defense by Alamang out there. Elming will have a throw. 12.5 minutes remaining in the first half, and Wheaton leads 5-0. Back and forth it goes. Karsten rises to win this header over Woodson. Played into the middle for Shannon. Carey's got it. Comes back to Amanda Brait. Brait near side it comes to Campbell. Campbell sends it forward for Siebold. Siebold took a bit of a false step trying to get there. Coming back the other way for Madeline Lardner. Lardner shield off the ball, goes out of bounds, will be a Thunder throw. They take it quickly. Here's DeMoss. Plays all the way back to Amanda Brait in the backfield. On the left side, Amanda chips it forward. DeMoss turning it around, trying to reach for it and get it. Goes out of bounds again, will be a Wheaton throw. Out of the stretch of Gumstrup.
And for Wheaton, number 3, Shelby Anthony. Number 18.
18 to 11. 19 to 15.
Here's
Number 19, Meryl Vinoy. And number 26, Anna Burnage.
So here's Anna Burnage, Shelby Anthony, and Meryl Vinoy all entering into the ball game. So Thunder gets some more youth on the field as well. This ball sent forward into the defensive half. Vinoy is there, cleans it up with the right foot. Back it comes. Here's Karsten trying to shield off Chrissy Turin, plays it back to Vinoy. Vinoy gets the right foot to it, trying to clear it out. Comes back, won nicely. Originally by Sharkey on that far side. Instead, the Whitewater Warhawks have another chance to put it back in. They do, and Barretto cleans it up. Carnegie Mellon, 5-0 winners over Cabrini. I mentioned Wheaton's 1-0 victory in overtime over Westfield State. That's Wheaton, Massachusetts. William Smith over Penn State.
Wheaton, number 24, Kristen Rao. Number Whitewater. Number 6, Samantha Hirschner. Number 12, Emily Stocks.
So Kristen Rao enters the ballgame. Anna Siebold already 2 scores. What a game she's had. What a first half she's had. And that's got to make her feel good. And she comes off the pitch for Kristen Rao. Grove City over Western Connecticut 1-0 in OT. Cortland State over Springfield 2-0. Brandeis over Union 2-1 in overtime as well. Bowden and Scranton play later on tonight. Puget Sound drops their contest with Trinity 1-0. Trinity of Texas, the number 1 seed down there. This ball kept in play now on this far sideline of the defensive third for Whitewater. Punched out of bounds. Will remain a Warhawk throw. Under 10 minutes now remain for the first half. Wheaton just dominating so far with 5 goals. 5-0 lead for them. Of course, the defense want to make sure they keep this clean sheet in place as well. Pushed away, coming on hard is Lee trying to win this ball. She does. Now Witt looking to come back towards Sharkey. Tipped away out of bounds. Will be a Warhawk throw far side again. Thomas Moore get by Augustana 1-0 to end the season for the Vikings. Ball played into the Wheaton defensive half. Vinoy cuts it off, plays it in to Burnage. Burnage on the right foot, finds Rao. Back to Burnage on the near sideline. Scoots it into the middle for Shannon. Thought about going behind, now comes back into the offensive. Shannon on her right foot, curves a good ball in the direction of Sharkey. Sharkey's there, cuts it off before the end line, crosses it in, and it's blocked, and will go out of bounds. Good job by Shannon to pass Sharkey open. Instead of going outside, she curves a ball inside of the defender, who thought she may have been going right at Sharkey, and gave Sydney a chance for it. Sharkey comes back. Shannon in the middle. Now Jen Lee sends it forward, looking for someone. Defensive header gets it out of confusion in the box, and Chamberlain looks to clear. Karsten gets it back, chips it all the way back in the direction of Rao, headed away by the defense. Comes all the way back to Pettit. Pettit comes near side to Burnage, back to Mary Pettit. Curves it in the direction of Rao. Burnage comes on hard to win it back. Shannon again. Shannon will change field and go for the far side for Sharkey. Sharkey approaches. Sharkey now crosses it in on a foot. Rao's in the vicinity. Defense gets one header, another header. Score for the Thunder. Make it 6. And it's Allie Witt with the header, assisted on the cross in. It was headed away once by the defense, but then Witt heads it into the goal. Sydney Sharkey on the assist from the cross in. The defense got one header to it, and then Allie Witt cleaned it up with another. And they've exploited the Whitewater defense to the maximum
number 25,
here.
Allie Witt for number 16, Sydney Sharkey. Witt from Sharkey.
It is 6-0 Thunder. We're not even at halftime yet. Rao turns it around, leaves it near side. So Allie Witt now on with a goal and an assist already in this first half. Not much more you can say about this effort except that it's been dominant by the Wheaton Thunder. So they continue to protect their home turf here at Joe Bean Stadium. Now for the Warhawks, they're playing for their respect and their pride right now after defeating Wittenberg yesterday 4-0. Here's Anthony on the near side, touches it and comes back in toward the middle, and now plays back to Vinoy. Merrill playing the backup sweeper to position Amanda Brait, who does an outstanding job as captain of the defense. Played back in middle circle to Karsten, who's also a captain along with Carrie Shannon. Cut off on the near side, brought back by Madeline Lardner. Lardner on her right foot, helps it forward. Trying to beat Karsten to the outside, but Laura shielded her off and won it back. Burnage trying to work around Grumstup here. Burnage plays it back and it's sent on forward. Rao and Witt making runs for it, and Witt's going to come over, leaves it for Rao. The top of the 18, shoots toward the keeper, and it's picked up and saved by Myers. Now in the Wheaton defensive half, played all the way back, and Vinoy will cut it off. Near side it comes to Lee, now in the middle. Shannon changes field for Anthony. Anthony will dribble back into the middle of the pitch. Now come near side for Burnage. Burnage into the channel for Witt. Witt had it redirected away and sent away by Whitcamp. Continue to play in the attacking third for Wheaton though, and it's Bell who goes far sideline for Lashliness. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Wheaton 6-0 advantage. Jen Lee now rotates it back. Benoit goes far sideline. Punch back and he'll threaten to go over the end line. Coming over to keep it in play was Barreto, and she clears it away. Decides not to let it roll for the goal kick. Instead gives Whitewater a chance here in their edge of their attacking third with 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Set something up, have some men on pressure. Here's a cross in toward the box. Vinoy is there. Kicks it away. Pettit with a right foot. Clears it high and out of bounds again. Whitewater has a throw attacking half. This ball sent in. Shannon trying to fight for it against Chamberlain. It's off of Shannon out of bounds. Will remain with the Warhawks. They've got one very cheerful fan out in the stands making his voice heard. This ball touched away out of bounds.
Number 20, Kendall Eacham.
Kendall Leitrim now enters the ball game for Wheaton. Carrie Shannon will come off the pitch in the midfield. Now the Thunder are into their second starters now. Allie Witt's got a goal and an assist. She's just most recently scored on a header to make it 6-0. Helped away by Jen Lee. Touched and out of bounds here as we approach 3 minutes remaining in the first half, and it's been a long one. Wheaton took a 1-0 lead early, and from that point on, the floodgates just were open. Anthony comes over to cut this ball off and boots it with a long right foot in the direction of Allie or Christian Rao. Rao trying to make a run for it. Rao fighting for the ball and fighting hard. She somehow was able to win it, but she made a foul in the process on Lauren Nashlinas, I should say. Here's Anthony, gets in front with a header. I think she felt that one. 2.5 minutes now. Whistle blows against Pettit for a foul. Siebold a couple scores, DeMoss a couple scores. One for Laura Karsten, one for Allie Witt. As we approach halftime here at Joe Bean Stadium, in the first of 2 soccer matches to decide a couple Sweet 16 berths in the women's and men's tournaments. Here's a left-footed ball, scoots its way in toward Barreto, who's done a nice job in goal for the Thunder today. Through the first 45 minutes, here's Barreto with the drop kick, sends it over. Back and forth volley comes over, and this ball spinning its way, and Anthony will come over and cut it off. Karsten now. Far side for Witt. Excuse me, that's Etrim on the far side, and Etrim committed a foul on an opponent, Alamang. 1.5 minutes now for the rest of the half. At halftime, we'll send it back to the studio, and Trevor Krause will have a Thunder Sports Report for you. Recap you on all the action that we've seen earlier today with the Thunder football team defeating North Park 55-7. And what we're going to have coming up, including men's soccer, second round action against Center College at 7:30. And what's been another busy Saturday of Wheaton sports, much like last Saturday.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Here's a ball that scoots its way all the way into the box, and Breto's there to claim it. We heard the 1 minute warning. Wheaton will be content to go into the half with the advantage that they have of 6-0. Scooting through, played back into the middle. Burnage now back to Anthony. Anthony sliding forward. Outside foot pass to Cindy Sharkey, who's now playing on the near side. Back to Burnage it comes. And to Vinoy. Vinoy sliding it forward in the direction of Rao. We'll go all the way back to Jordan Myers, who's had a tough go of it here in the first half. 15 seconds now for the first half. Pettit in the circle. We'll play it on back to Lee. Lee sliding forward, goes outside for Etrim. Etrim looking to work around her defensive Alamang. Can't do it. That'll be the whistle. So the first half thankfully comes to an end for the Warhawks and for Wheaton. It couldn't have gone any better. They got up on the board early and it didn't stop.
Under the football grandstand.
Emery and DePaul later on tonight. Carnegie Mellon and Cabrini. Carnegie Mellon defeated Cabrini earlier today 5-0. They'll meet up with Ohio Northern. Ohio Northern really the match of the day so far. Won in PKs over Rochester Tech after a 1-1 tie. So Ohio Northern will meet Carnegie Mellon with a right to go to the Sweet 16 on the line. All right, they just started the second half here, and while they just started, let's take a look at the first half statistics. Of course, the Thunder lead 6-0. The first goal came in the 9th minute from Anna Siebold, assisted by Sarah Gadera after Gadera cut off the goal kick with a header, and Siebold was able to clean it up and score it. In the 15th minute, Leah DeMoss, really the same type of play. Gadera headed the goal kick to Siebold, left a perfect pass to Siebold, who left it for DeMoss, who scored it. That made it 2-0 early in the 15th minute. The third goal came Anna Siebold's direction again after Megan Campbell crossed one in from the near side all the way to the far side of the 6-yard box, and Siebold was left unmarked, and she was able to head it in for the third goal, make it 3-0. Laura Karsten scored in the 28th minute after she just blasted a shot in that snuck below the keeper. Jordan Myers and trickled in over the end line for a 4th goal for Wheaton. Leah DeMoss scored her 2nd goal of the evening as assisted by Allie Witt after a rebound from Leah DeMoss, and that was in the 31st minute. And in the 38th minute, Allie Witt scored on an assist from Sydney Sharkey. Here's Whitewater trying to go on the attack. A long shot in toward the goal, and it's scooped up by Hillary Barreto. Jordan Myers allowed 6 goals and made 5 saves in the first half. Hillary Barreto, no goals allowed and 3 saves. And goal for the Thunder. Thunder led in the shot department 15-4, had 1 corner kick. Of the 15 shots, 11 were shots on goal. Only 3 shots on goal for Whitewater and 3 saves for Hillary Barreto. No cautions, no ejections. It's a clean sheet other than that. There's a shot in by the Thunder on the far side as the second string continues to get heavy minutes in this second round ball game. Sure, Pete Felsky and the Thunder will continue to keep their eye on the ball game tomorrow between Trinity and Mary Hardin Simmons down in Texas. Trinity was able to sneak out a 1-0 victory earlier today. For the number 1 seed, it's a 1-0 victory. Is a little bit closer than you may expect. But that's the nature of the tournament. Really, anybody's vulnerable. Anybody can pose threats. That was the University of Puget Sound from the Northwest Conference up in Seattle. They had a good season. A 14-4-1 team that really took Trinity to the brink. Here's a helping header into the box of Barreto. Is able to cut it off. It was Rao that got a header to it and tried to send it away. Instead, flicked it back in toward the box area, and Barreto was able to be there. It's been a humid and rainy afternoon and evening. More overcast than rainy, I should say, since the 2 o'clock hour, and been pretty warm as a result of that as well. It was beautiful weather yesterday, the 9th of November, and it's been nice temperature-wise here on November 10th as well. Ball played in the back and sent forward. A lot of backspin to this ball. Reached down and brought down. Rachel Karsten in the game sends it forward. Brought down by Alyssa Chamberlain. Here's Sedlar. Sedlar's cross. Taken away and brought down by Lechner on that far side. Samantha Frank on the left side is in the ballgame as well as Kendall Leitrim. Thunder will have a throw now on that far sideline. Punched away and out of bounds, and Wheaton will continue to have a throw in the defensive half. They'll play a new ball in. Ball played all the way through. Looking to cut it off is Vinoy, and she'll let it roll over the end line. Will be another goal kick for Wheaton, who's moving left to right. Whitewater moving right to left as we see it here at Joe Bean Stadium. Thunder leads 6-0 here. 40 minutes remaining in the contest. Punched around Anthony, trying to fight off the defense here. Rolled on the corner, left for a shot from Chamberlain. Good pass into the middle, looking to get something off. The ball slows, touched away by Vinoy and cleared by the defense. Nice job by the Thunder getting in front of that. Played all the way back through into the box. And kept alive, coming the other way. Working itself around and being cut off by Sydney Sharkey on the far sideline. Sails itself over the end line. Will be a Whitewater quarter kick from down there.
Whitewater corner kick.
Their first of the contest here with 39 minutes remaining. Thunder football team big winners today, 55-7 over North Park for a share of the conference championship, and Wheaton women are trying to do the same here. This ball is punched around, out of bounds over the end line. Will be another corner kick for Whitewater. Currently a 6-0 advantage for the Wheaton women. Good high pressure being brought out by Sydney Sharkey to force the issue. Out of bounds again for a corner kick. So third consecutive corner for the Warhawks. And Sharkey's really causing a lot of problems over there. She continues to harass, and she's going to win this ball and clear it out single-handedly. Wow. Nice job by Sydney Sharkey. But it's punched back into the box, headed away by Rachel Karsten. Played near side by Pettit. Etrim trying to send for Lindsey Johnson. Played instead back to Karsten off the ricochet, and she'll change field to the far side for Burnage. Or Samantha Frank, I should say. Frank plays near side for Etrim again. Going into the middle, looking for a charging Witt. Witt touches nicely to Johnson. Johnson slices her way, got it on her right foot. Coming back in for Witt. Witt sets up a shot, shoots, and scores. Lindsey Johnson set her up, and Allie Witt put it away for her second goal of the contest. She joins Siebel and DeMoss as having 2 goals in the game, and the Thunder go up 7-0. Lindsey Johnson gets the assist. Allie Witt the put-away finish.
The Thunder goal scored by number 25, Allie Witt. From number 9, Lindsey Johnson. Witt from Johnson.
Lindsey Johnson, the senior, who is getting playing time right now, and what a job that she did right there. She could have tried to take a shot and get herself on the goal, but instead she took the safe route, let Witt handle it and finish it. Great pass, great finish. Ball is ricocheted around the box, looking for a helping touch toward the post, but instead over the end line for
number 26, Anna Burnage.
So Anna Burnage will re-enter, and Allie Witt will come off after scoring her second goal of the game. First goal for Wheaton of the second half with 37 minutes remaining. They are in complete control at 7-0. Ball headed back and forth, looking to get a shot off, played back in toward the middle, looking for a helping header. Comes back in toward the post over the end line. Goal kick coming up, then Bretto will let Frank take it and send it forward. Headed away once, now twice. Got to feel good for the Thunder to rest some of those starters now, and they won't have to play for another week going into the Sweet 16. But all the games get very important. They always are in the tournament. But you want to make sure that you're at 100% health-wise. Here's Pettit now, got some room to work with. Burnage on the right side, Johnson to the left side. Slides it in for Burnage. Burnage, false touch, but is able to recover, bring it to the near side for Etrim. Etrim back to Burnage. Anna slides in for Pettit, looking to go back Etrim's direction, cut off by the defense and cleared. Kept in the direction of Lindsey Johnson, touched away and will be out of bounds for a Whitewater throw on the far sideline. Ball rifled around in the middle third. Hits once into the turf, a second time, headed away. Raub gets in front, trying to bring it forward, and whistle blows. Nope. That was not a foul according to the lead referee. Burnage plays it forward to Pettit. Pettit slides it to the right side, looking to find Etrim. Couldn't do it. Back and forth it goes. Frank plays into the back. Controlled by Vanoy there. Leaves it for Pettit, middle circle. Pettit will let it run on to Anthony. Anthony advances to Etrim. Etrim had a good idea to go one touch in Johnson's direction. He'll slide itself all the way back into the box. Perfect season's over for Alabama. As we continue Looking at the college football landscape, Texas A&M wins that one in a big-time matchup. Playing on the right side, here's Whitewater. Brings it in toward the middle. Slides it forward. Good step by Rachel Karsten to get in front. Burnage losing it for Pettit. Kept in the Warhawk attacking half. Turned around. Shot in toward the post. It goes off Vinoy, and Barreto comes out to settle it in the box, and she'll pick it up. Wheaton led 6-0 at halftime and now leads 7-0 after the second goal of the game by Allie Witt. This one has never been in question. Ball rifles its way in. Played now at the feet of Pettit. Pettit bringing it forward. Goes near side for Atrum. Has it on her right foot. Looking for Johnson on the right side. Had a block coming back the other way. Warhawks still looking for that initial goal. They had 4 from yesterday. Have been shut out so far today. Karsten working hard to look to win that ball. Kept in play. Rifled in. Looking for a helping header. It's loose in the 6. Shot goes up in the air and cleared by the defense. Coming out once again is Karsten. Karsten with it. Pushed in the back a little bit, but she's able to recover. Settles, come back into the middle of the field looking for Pettit. Instead, Chamberlain will have it and turn it around. Change field going the other direction. Sam Frank working hard against Lechner here. Lechner shoots it all the way to the post and Barreto cleans it up. Ball comes all the way to the near sideline and is left out of bounds. Coming up on 32 minutes remaining, Wheaton leads 7-0. What's been a dominant matchup here. In the second round, they look ahead to the Sweet 16 and a potential rematch with Trinity or Hardin-Simmons. Kept in play on the near side. Anthony comes over hard to clear. As we get closer to that type of matchup, let's take a look at both of these teams, Trinity and Hardin-Simmons. Of course, the Thunder played against Trinity earlier this year when the team from Texas was ranked 2nd in the country at that time. That was the homecoming game that they tied at 1-1. Sent it into the box. Barreto does a great job to get her hands up and good concentration to keep it down as well. The Thunder entered that match with Trinity ranked 16th in the nation. As they try to attack the other way, here's Atrum. Atrum turns over on her left foot, now on the right, sends it back into the box. Punched up by the defense. Anthony comes over to keep it in play. Burnage back to Atrum again. Slides it to Burnage. Burnage brings it back. Back to Kendall again. Kendall turns it on her right foot. Sliding in the direction of Anthony. Pushed away by the defense. Karsten comes over back to win the ball, though, and plays it back to Vinoy. In that matchup with Trinity, the Thunder had a 16-7 advantage in shots in the first half. It was scoreless after the 1 half. Trinity scored thanks to Stephanie Segovia, scoring on assist by Emily Jorgens to give him a 1-0 lead. But Wheaton was the aggressors in that ball game here, Joe Bean, so they came back and tied it in the 77th minute thanks to a goal by Annie Hamilton. That's where it stayed for the rest of the contest. Hillary Barreto made 9 saves in that one. This ball sliding itself in toward the box and picked up by Warhawk keeper Jordan Myers. That ball game with Trinity was homecoming weekend, played on Friday the 5th of October, just prior to the men's overtime win against Wisconsin Oshkosh. So there's a potential rematch in sights. Of course, Hardin Simmons is in the way of Trinity going to the Sweet 16. They'll play that one tomorrow. And Trinity only won 1-0 in their first round game against Puget Sound today. Puget Sound going on the road all the way from Seattle, going into the heart of Texas and playing Trinity tough. To a 1-0 decision. Here's a foul against the Thunder. Set piece coming up for Trinity. Ball's punched in toward the box. Anthony comes over to clear it away. Now Kendall Leacham slides it forward for Lindsey Johnson. Touches and possesses. Wants a long ball in the direction of Burnage. Can Burnage catch up to it and get it? She's got it. She shoots, and a save is made by Myers. Great job by Jordan Myers to cut that ball off in what's been a difficult day. Or excuse me, looks like that's Emily Hager in the ball game now, the new keeper for Whitewater.
And for Whitewater, number 12, Emily Stotts. And number 23, Jessie Grumstrup. And for Wheaton, number 12, Jen Lee.
Under a half hour now remains in this contest. 27 minutes, 27 and a half minutes really. Thunder in firm control, 7-0. Turned around by Sydney Sharkey on that far sideline. Punched out of bounds, will be a Whitewater throw. Tomorrow, Thomas More will meet with Wash U down in St. Louis for the right to go to the Sweet 16. In the Wash U pod, and in the Warburg pod, their first round action began today. We'll try to wrestle down those scores as well, as Warburg played host to Cal Lutheran tonight. Well, that'll be tonight. Currently going is Concordia Moorhead and Lake Forest. Concordia Moorhead dropped the contest to Lake Forest 1-0, so Lake Forest advances in the Warburg pod to face the winner of Warburg and Cal Lutheran from the Northwest Conference. Here's Chamberlain turning around middle circle, goes right side. So on this side of the bracket, you've got Wash U advancing, Thomas More advancing. Wheaton and Whitewater meeting in the second round here, and Hardin Simmons and Trinity to meet in the second round tomorrow. All the second round games besides this one will be played tomorrow. Here's Sydney Sharkey dribbling herself through the middle. Leaves it for Pettit. Winding up. Oh, tried to slip in a through ball for Lindsey Johnson. It comes back out to Sharkey though. Sydney chips her way to the top of the 18 where she's denied entry, and Chamberlain settles for Whitewater. So Warburg has a chance to defend their home turf and move on to play Lake Forest. Warburg, Lake Forest, Wash U, and Thomas More all at the bottom half of the West Quadrant. Wheaton will advance to the Sweet 16, being the first team to punch their ticket there out of the West. Meanwhile, Loris and Calvin battled earlier today. Both teams looking for a chance to build on their first round momentum, and Loris currently leads that one 2-1 at the half. So Loris over Calvin at halftime 2-1. As the Thunder look to go on the attack again, under 25 minutes to go in the contest. Turn around out of bounds. So the Dewhawks trying to protect their home turf over in Dubuque and win their own pod. Center College has first round action happening over there in Kentucky as well. as they were going in the first round against Agnes Scott in center, who's ranked 9th in the country, defeated Agnes Scott 2-0. So the home Colonels, Lady Colonels, advance to the second round there. Emory and DePaul as well. And a pretty big matchup of two teams fighting for a second round spot. As Whitewater goes on the attack here on the near sideline. Chance to cross. She does over the end line. Will be a goal kick for Hillary Barreto. Thunder leads 7-0 here. Emory and DePaul scheduled for 6:30 kickoff time, so they have not yet gotten underway. The winner will play center in the second round tomorrow. Wheaton, Massachusetts won earlier today in the Wheaton, Massachusetts pod. 1-0 over Westfield State in overtime. So it took overtime for Wheaton to get by. On the East Coast, Williams defeated Farmingdale State 2-0, so Wheaton and Williams will meet tomorrow afternoon for a chance at the Sweet 16. In Massachusetts, Carnegie Mellon 5-0 winners over Cabrini at Carnegie Mellon, and Rochester Tech tied with Ohio Northern, but Ohio Northern advanced on penalty kicks 4-2. Here's Whitewater, chance to get a shot off, denied, blocked by Vanoy and cleared by Lee. Chamberlain sends it back in, spins itself over the end line. Will be another goal kick for Hillary Barreto. So Loris and Calvin tie, at halftime, 2-1 Loris there. If Loris wins, they'll advance to the Sweet 16. Tomorrow, center will take on either Emory or DePaul at Kentucky, in center that is. Carnegie Mellon faces Ohio Northern tomorrow for the Sweet 16, and Wheaton, Massachusetts take on Williams in Massachusetts for a right to go to the Sweet 16. The winner of the North will play the winner of the West in the Final Four. Here's a chance to attack now for Whitewater as they like to get on the scoreboard. A shot toward the goal, and it is just wide. Barreto was protecting that near side post from Sarah Sedler.
For the Warhawks, number 20, Rebecca Whitcamp.
So that round gets you caught up on action in the West and the North. In the Northeast, it was Ithaca over Massachusetts Boston 5-1 earlier today. Bowdoin from Maine takes on Scranton. Also today, we'll see how that one ended up, and it was Bowdoin that got the win. It was scoreless tie, but Bowdoin advances on penalty kicks. So a couple first round penalty kick matches. So Bowdoin advances to play the host Ithaca, and Ithaca is 17-1 and 2 on the year. They're definitely going to be favored in that one with a chance to go to the Sweet 16. Here's Mary Pettit turning this one around. A chance for the Thunder to attack again. They haven't done so in a while. Johnson keeps it in play. Looking for Kristen Rao with a charging keeper. Rao trying to get to it, but a nice job by by Emily Hager to get there first. There's a pod going in the Northeast quadrant at Middlebury. Middlebury the host, and they won over Castleton State 3-1 earlier today. Misericordia gets by Leslie in the other pod 2-0. So Middlebury Misericordia tomorrow afternoon. LaSalle upset Amherst in Amherst earlier today 3-1. Meanwhile, Brandeis gets by Union 2-1. So LaSalle and Brandeis will be playing at Elmhurst College tomorrow afternoon to go to the Sweet 16. And the Williams-Smith pod. Williams-Smith, the hosts, they defeated PSU Barron 3-0, and Cortland State got by Springfield 1-0. So Williams-Smith will play Cortland State to play the winner of LaSalle and Brandeis in the Sweet 16. That's all tomorrow. Messiah. Here's a corner kick first for Whitewater. The approach and the send in toward the box, headed away by the Wheaton defense, Jen Lee. And it falls. Rao coming over to come and get it. Kristen does get there. Plays it into the back for Karsten. Under 20 minutes now in regulation. Wheaton has parlayed the 6-0 advantage into a 7-0 lead. Or 6-0 at the halftime break. So Messiah, 2-1 late winners over Roger Williams. in Pennsylvania. They'll advance to the second round tomorrow evening to play against Grove City, who defeated Western Connecticut 1-0. Some more action in the middle third as Jen Lee comes over to possess, comes on hard, and has it deflected away. Karsten will see it travel out of bounds. Will be a Thunder throw from there. First, though, we'll have a substitution. Shelby Anthony will come back in.
Shelby Anthony.
And Sydney Sharkey will come off the pitch. Another strong match out of her as well. Here's Etrim. Plays it back to Carson, who gives it a boot forward. Turning around, playing back into the middle for Pettit. Pettit helps into the middle for Burnage. Burnage approaches and keeps it on going to the side for Anthony, and there might be too much on it. Anthony trying to keep it in play, cannot. And it goes out of bounds, will be a throw-in for Whitewater.
Starting for Whitewater, number 4, Riley Kirchhoff, and number 29, Kendra Korleski.
So Messiah will meet with Grove City tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, in Haverford, College of New Jersey advances 6-0 over Christ College, New York, and Haverford meets with MIT later today. Or Haverford, oh man, that one looks like it's still going. In Haverford and MIT were scoreless through 2 overtimes. And MIT wins the shootout 4-2. So our third first-round matchup that has gone to shootouts in the penalty, and MIT advances, so their magical season continues in Boston. Ball sent forward, Karsten turns it around, plays it on up to Atrim. The first time that MIT has gone to the NCAA tournament, and it will continue. As tomorrow they'll take on College of New Jersey at Haverford, so the hosts are upset, only the third host to be upset today. Amherst falling as well in the first round, and will not get to round 2. 17 minutes now to go here at Joe Bean. Thunder 7-0 leaders over Whitewater. There's a Lynchburg pod going on as well. Of course, Lynchburg still undefeated, 19 wins, no losses, and 3 draws. They took on Frostburg State earlier today. We'll try to get you that score as well when it comes across the wire. This ball now sent all the way back into the box. Anthony rising hard for a header, just can't get there. A lot of height on that jump by Anthony, trying to meet that ball. And it slid itself all the way through the end line. Good hard attempt, though. Fans continue to offer their support in the stands as well. Always good to see, no matter what the scoreboard reads. This ball now more in the middle third and possessed by Sam Frank. Rolls into the middle for Jen Lee. Lee advances on up for Lindsey Johnson. Plays it on back to Burnage. Trying to hit Johnson on a through. Johnson cuts it off, comes back in toward the middle, comes back to recover. Near side for Eacham again. Kendall on her right foot, deciding what to do, steps over, tries to go outside and cross it in, but good hard defense met there by Emily Stocks and goes near the sideline, kept in play, and Rachel Karsten's there to recover. Comes back near side for Eacham again. Eacham approach, brought it back, comes back to the inside on the left foot, sends it in, slides its way toward the top of the box. Help back in, Lindsey Johnson's in the vicinity. Johnson will cross it in from there. Defense for Whitewater does clear it away. Burnage trying to turn it around and keep possession. Instead plays it back to Jen Lee. Lee sliding it all the way forward, trying to hit Sam Frank. A little too much pace on it. Goes out of bounds. So Lynchburg and Frostburg State, there had been no score that had come across the wire. And so they're actually just about ready to get started. They have not started yet. Here's a ball. Chance for Whitewater here. A turnaround shot blocked by Vinoy. She just cut her off and got in front and clears it out of bounds. So good play by Merrill Vinoy to not allow any shot there. So Lynchburg and Frostburg State just about set to get going in that pod at Lynchburg. So we have another corner kick. Montclair State 3-2 overtime winners over Averett, excuse me. And this corner kick will sail all the way through and over the end line. Under 15 minutes now for the second half. Thunder led 6-0 at halftime and now leads 7-0. 3 different Thunder players have scored twice. Leah DeMoss, Allie Witt, and Anna Siebel. The other goal going to Laura Karsten for the total of 7. And the Thunder have really put their mark on the first and second rounds here, hosting in Wheaton, and they'll look to advance to either play Trinity or Mary Hardin Simmons. Clearance attempt by the Thunder goes over the end line. It will be another corner for Whitewater, who's racking them up in that category. We continue our look at the bracket. Montclair State, we mentioned 3-2 winners, so they'll advance to the second round to play either Lynchburg or Frostburg State, who's just getting going here. And there's also a tournament going, hosted in the pod of Johns Hopkins. Virginia Wesleyan and Rowan also part of that field. Virginia Wesleyan, of course, the 7th-ranked team in the country. They'll play at, looks like a 6:30 start time. Now ball being ricocheted around and controlled by Whitewater as the edge of the attacking third, looking for a through ball in the middle, but it'll sail right to Vinoy, and she'll let it roll all the way back to Barreto. So Rowan and Virginia Wesleyan will kick off a little bit later. Lancaster Bible and Johns Hopkins, the other 2 teams part of that tournament that is being hosted by Johns Hopkins. Here's Kristen Rao. Rao turns on our left foot, shoots. Picked out of the air with a nice save by Emily Hager again. Johns Hopkins defended home turf with a 5-0 victory over Lancaster Bible. So they advanced to round 2 to play the winner, Virginia Wesleyan and Rowan. Johns Hopkins is hosting that tournament, despite Virginia Wesleyan having the best record there at 18-1. So that rounds out our field. We'll continue to look at scores throughout as Chamberlain goes on the attack here for Whitewater, and Gently comes on hard to take away the opportunity, but Whitewater continues. Shot comes in, and Vinoy gets in front and clears it away. 11.5 minutes now remain. Long shot being put in here by Whitewater and sent over the end line out of bounds. Goal kick coming up now for Sam Frank, and she sends it forward. Whitewater doing everything they can to get on the scoreboard now, currently being shut out 7-0 by the Thunder. Bit of a shock after Whitewater took care of Wittenberg yesterday pretty easily, 4-0. 10.5 minutes now remain in the contest. Trinity, Texas, and Hardin Simmons will meet tomorrow afternoon in round 2, and the winner will play Wheaton in the Sweet 16. Location yet to be determined. Trinity and Wheaton is really as evenly matched as teams can be, especially after Trinity came up here, and earlier in October the Thunder were able to get a draw out of that with the late tying goal. With head coach Lance Key leading the way, graduate of Texas in 2000. Heard Jim Matson joined us yesterday. and was talking about his relationship with Lance Key and the job that he's done with his program at Trinity, turn him into one of the big-time programs in the nation, no doubt about it, year in and year out. Mary Pettit coming hard with defense. Looking to slide something forward to Anthony, cut off. Anthony's still fighting for it, gives it a slide. She's giving max effort on that one. Put in toward the top of the box. Lee reaches and knocks away, and Rao comes back and goes left side for Anthony, turns around and comes upfield with it. Touched away, out of bounds.
Heading for Whitewater, number 13. Madeline Lardner.
Now a handful of substitutions for Wisconsin Whitewater.
Kaylin Fritch, number 19. Erin Morathic, and number 21, Amy Green.
So a nice time to recognize the seniors and the players that contributed all year long for Wisconsin Whitewater. And after failing to, or after never have reaching the NCAA tournament before, they go last year for the first time and fall to Wheaton in the Sweet 16. And then are scheduled to come back to the Wheaton Pod in 2012 and back-to-back appearances in the NCAA tournament. And the Thunder will take care of them again in the second round. So perhaps Whitewater will have better luck with scheduled opponents down the road in the NCAA tournament. Taking a look at that box score of Trinity against Puget Sound. Trinity won 1-0 thanks to a first half goal by Kelsey Falcone, assisted by Emily Jorgens. Trinity also only had to make 2 saves. They outshot Puget Sound 13-3. So not much offense from the Sounders, but enough offense and by Trinity to take care of them 1-0. Of course, they will take on Hardin Simmons, who is still undefeated this year at 1-0. A 1-0 winner over Chapman. Hardin Simmons' record of 17 wins, no losses, and 1 draw. Chapman at 16-5-1. Has their season come to an end to Hardin Simmons? Also, that score was 1-0. So Hardin Simmons will advance. Again, that will be the one to keep your eye on. It's a 1:30 Central start time tomorrow as Barreto comes out with this one of the box. And the winner will play Wheaton in the Sweet 16. Other teams in this section include Wash U, who defeated Transylvania 3-0 today. Thomas More, who beat Augustana 1-0. Lake Forest, who defeated Concordia Moorhead 3-0. And Warburg/Cal Lutheran. That ball game is just getting underway in Warburg. All those teams, you feel pretty confident. If the Thunder play like this, tough to tell who they lose to. Here's Pettit dribbling over in the middle. Sending it in for Lindsey Johnson. It just is a little too far for her and goes over the end line for a goal kick. Loris and Calvin, that was a pretty good ball game. It was 2-1 Loris at halftime. So, I mean, that Lake Forest and Concordia Moorhead matchup is tied at 1-1 in the second half. 31 minutes left. So Loris now has gone up on Calvin 3-1. So it looks like that the Dewhawks and Dubuque will advance to the Sweet 16. Did their job protecting their home turf. This ball advanced up to Jen Lee. Lee fighting for it, turned it around. Working with the ball now, Sedler. Sedler looking for a chance. And here's Etram cutting it off, and Van Oy recovers. Van Oy cuts her way into Mary Pettit here. 5 minutes now remain in the contest. Thunder on cruise control after building an early lead. Ball rifling around, and a long shot will sail everything into McCauley. Now with under 5 minutes to go, Thunder in control here, 7-0 advantage. Of course, we'll take a look at everything on the men's side as soon as we get there, and we'll have that men's ball game. Kickoff for that coming in just less than 45 minutes. 7:30 kick. between Wheaton and Center College. Center College winners in double overtime last night over Ohio Wesleyan University, the defending national champions. Here's Lindsey Johnson through the midfield circle, looking to play it on in the attacking half. Rao coming on hard, trying to win this ball. She's got good speed and she'll will come out to get it. Has Eacham on the near side, had it touched away, and will be a throw-in for Wheaton down in that corner. Eacham to take it, looks like, and it'll be thrown in, played back to Karsten. Karsten back and forth with Burnage and plays it all the way back to Lee. Jen stops, controls, and sends it to the far side. Now with the right foot, put it into the middle, scoots itself all the way into the keeper's arms, where Emily Hagers had herself a solid second half. The offense quieted down a little bit by Wheaton in this second 45 minutes. Allie Witt scored in this second half to extend the lead to 7-0, and that's been it offensively for either side. The Thunder looking to post back-to-back shutouts here to open their NCAA tournament play. And it would be 3 in a row after defeating Augustana in the CCIW Conference Championship game of the tournament. 2-0 down in Rock Island. Thunder defense has been strong, and even the second stringers have done a great job as well. Here's Sam Frank, rotates them back for Meryl Vinoy. Mel sending it forward just out of the reach of Burnage here, and now Karsten in the middle. Jen Lee now on the far side. Sending it in for Burnage across the midfield stripe. Here's Karsten putting it forward. Pushed away by the defense. Burnage coming on hard to win. She does. Advances it more to Eacham on the near sideline. Played back and forth and will be scooped up by the keeper. So Trinity and Hardin Simmons tomorrow to decide the Trinity pod. Both of them 1-0 winners earlier today. Under 2 minutes to go now for the ball game. It's been a nice easy pace in the second half for the Thunder, who focus more on the defensive end and will take the offensive runs when they can get them. Nice job by Rao to play it near side for Eacham. Eacham trying to win it and cross it in. She's got it on the near sideline. Looks to run to the outside, is there. Runs it forward. Denied entry there, touched away by the defense toward that corner. Out of bounds will be a Thunder throw. And with 1:20 to go until the final horn. They're going to throw it on the near side. They do get it in play. Turned around, coming back the other end. Taken away briefly, but
1 minute remaining, 1 minute.
Kept in play, and 1 minute left in the game here. This ball will trickle its way out of bounds, and Rachel Carson throws it in quickly. Action continues on the near side, taken up by Riley Kirchhoff. Lee possesses into the back, it goes for Vinoy. Merrill brings it down, sends it forward. Need away briefly, and Burnage gets it. Had her headband come off in the process, but clears it out of bounds. Final 30 seconds of play as Wheaton puts the finishing touches on a dominant pod in the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament, and they'll be the first ones to punch their ticket out of the West to the Sweet 16. Winning by a combined
10,
score
9,
of 13-0
7,
this weekend.
6,
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Public address gets it off, and congratulations on a great season by University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. But the Thunder were the better team tonight, and they showed it on the scoreboard, 7-0. The Thunder will advance to the Sweet 16 and move on to play the winner of Trinity, Texas, and Mary Hardin Simmons as well. That ball game will be played tomorrow afternoon down in Trinity. So keep your website locked to d3soccer.com, as well as the Wheaton Thunder athletic page, athletic.wheaton.edu, to see where the Thunder might have to go or if they get to stay